The Not So Berry challenge in The Sims 4 is a super popular gameplay legacy challenge created by Lil Simsy. I'm doing a build series where we have townhouses lined up and every townhouse is going to represent a different Not So Berry generation. There are 2 episodes previous to this one, so I'm gonna link the playlist in the description down below if you want to check that out before watching this one, because we are gonna pick up right where we left off, which is on the Gray generation. So starting over here, I did explain the Gray generation in the last video, but I'm gonna pop a graphic up that I made explaining the rules for this generation, their traits, their aspiration, and their career, because all of those things are going to be brought into this townhouse to represent them. So we're actually gonna get started in the basement. In their description, it mentions that they have a family movie night every Sunday with their entire family, and they are a bodybuilder, they're an athlete. We need to build them a gym and a movie theater. So I'm actually gonna split this basement in half. I think the movie area definitely makes sense for a basement, and then we could do like an area in the back where this can be a gym. I'm gonna use this gray flooring here from City Living. This has been a good one. There's tons of colors in here, and also perfect for this generation because it's technically like basketball flooring, and that's what we do for work. And since it's a movie theater, I'm gonna go with a darker gray for the wallpaper. I'm thinking we use this here. This is from the movie Hangout stuff pack, and I think we're gonna go in with some black sectionals facing the movie screen. Like I said in the last episode, I want the gray house to be more modern. I don't know why for this sim, I'm just picturing like successful, rich athletes. You know, those like athletes' homes, you always see them, they're like luxurious, very modern, beautiful. So that's the vibe that I'm gonna go for here. For this generation, we have to complete the athlete career, and within that career, while you're completing it, you get a lot of trophies. So I think it could be cool if we made like a little trophy case room slash like closet in the back here. So I'm gonna get some glass doors. I like the ones here from Spade because even though they're a lower wall height, they go all the way up to the top. We're gonna grab the trophy case unlocked at level 2 of the athlete career, and I'm gonna just like stack these up so that they're kind of gonna be on display. Oh my god, what is going on? We're just gonna make sure we can see it through these doors, and then we're gonna go in with these trophies which you unlock throughout the athlete career. So it totally makes sense to have a bunch of these on display. Even these ones, the bodybuilder ones. I mean, obviously you would only get one, but I can't just put a couple in there. We have to fill up the whole thing. So I'm gonna put some movie posters up here. That looks like it could be a boxing one, like a sports movie. Ooh, also the signed basketball jerseys from The Sims 4 City Living. We're gonna have our door to the gym here, and I'm gonna put some curtains over top of the door. These are just gonna act for like a realistic kind of vibe. Like if we're gonna be watching a movie, you could pull those. If you want privacy in the gym, you could pull those. You know what I mean? And I think they just look nice. So I'm gonna put these on both sides of my door. And for the bodybuilder aspiration, I believe you need to purchase, I think 2 pieces of equipment, like gym equipment at least, to move on to the next level. So we're obviously gonna have to have that regardless. I always like to put the punching bags in here. Those are kind of my favorite ones to use when I'm doing a gym. We'll get a nice treadmill. I'm getting the feeling that this family is going to be very well off. I don't know who these Sims are marrying. Like as I'm doing the editing and stuff and filming all the little clips, I've just been having so much fun playing around and doing that. So I'm totally open to the idea of a let's play in here. But again, I just gotta figure out how to do it. But first we gotta finish this thing. So let's pull this gym together and then we can go upstairs. So our movie theater and our gym basement are complete. These look so cute, like cozy, but also modern and expensive at the same time. Also this light, this is a get to work light. I never use it, but I kind of love it. More than enough pieces of gym equipment to complete the aspiration. And I added some energy seltzers from Eco Lifestyle because our sim is gonna need to be feeling energized for work, for progress in their skills. So this is what our basement for the Gray gen is looking like. Let's go upstairs. And in here, we're gonna bring the same vibe with the gray, the black. We're gonna keep with the same kind of style, but I do wanna have a lot of toys scattered throughout. This might be like the only actual good parent in this entire generation, like legacy challenge. So we're gonna really have to bring that to light. We're gonna get a big espresso machine again for more energy. I wanna have a big dining area for our Sims. They're gonna eat together as a family. I'm assuming if they have a movie night every Sunday, they probably eat together every night too. I mean, as long as the parent is home. Maybe these Sims travel a lot. I am getting very much like the Sims 4 City Living energy from this build, so maybe they travel back and forth to San Myshuno. It doesn't say that in the Legacy Challenge, but I'm kind of just going off, you know, what I feel. We can use the marble end table from Dine Out there. I don't think I'm gonna do a formal living room here because I'm assuming like downstairs, if we ever wanted to hang out as a family, that's where you could do it. So this could kind of just be like a play area, like like I'll put a big carpet here, big rug, maybe a couple chairs here, and then the rest we can clutter it up with toys. I haven't added any clutter here, all essentials. And our child for this generation is going to be the Plum Generation, which is kind of looking like one of my favorite ones coming up. So we're gonna keep that in mind while cluttering up with our kids' stuff in here. And then their bedroom is gonna be really fun. So the main floor for our gray generation is complete. I just finished the kitchen. In the back here, we've got a little bit of clutter up top. What is happening here? Oh, I put a mirror there. Those are the spoons. I was so confused. Sometimes I like to use mirrors as backsplash, but I'm just gonna bring it up to there so that doesn't happen. We've got our big dining table here, hopefully for the whole family. I'm planning on putting more than one child upstairs. I put all the kids' clutter along here, just kind of freely thrown wherever. I've got a bathroom downstairs. We have a potty just in case for one of the kids. And this is what I've done for the outside area. So we've got the soccer ball, the picnic table, the barbecue, toddler stuff just in case. And this is where the family can hang out outdoors together. So upstairs, I had to play around with my layout a little bit. So we're gonna have one kid's room here. These kids, I feel bad saying this, but these Sims are going to be completely irrelevant. But we're gonna build them a bedroom just because. And then we've got this one over here for our Plum Gen and of course our gray generation bedroom. Let's get started on this one here. I like the wallpaper and the carpet that we picked. We already have a toddler downstairs, so may as well bring the toddler bed up here. Ooh, this is cute. I like this swatch. It's got like a gray swatch for that, but it's gonna take up like my entire bedroom. I'm gonna push this as far back as it can go. We'll do the gray swatches for those balloon lights. This kid is gonna be loved even though we know like nothing about them. Gray pillows on the floor, and honestly, I don't know how much we're gonna fit in here. I can fit something maybe over here, like a rocking chair possibly. Oh, this room is simple, but it's really cute. I did add the rocking chair. I have my Defender light over there. We have this little board. Let's go and do this main bedroom here, and then we can move on to the Plum Generation. And in here, I did focus a lot on the athlete career, the bodybuilding, but this sim also does love to sing. So I want to bring that into the bedroom somehow. So we can do gray swatch here from Eco Lifestyle. On this side, I've got a Get Famous mirror. I just added a microphone, and I need to find more like singing stuff. We also need parenting to be involved, which I mean, they can get that skill up by interacting with their kids, but maybe we should put more like little things in here that'll represent that. Like maybe some drawings from the gray sim maybe drew this as a toddler. Maybe that can represent our like Plum sim. We'll put some parenting books on their like dresser as well. Oh my god, how cute is that? Okay, wait, maybe I'll get rid of these. I'll kind of like move these around, and then we can put this up even though it's not a kid's room. Like maybe the sim likes to put the kids like drawings in their room, so we can put this over here, and it has the music notes, so maybe the kids were like drawing the parent or something. I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. So our gray gen is complete. We've got a picture on the wall here, which could be a portrait honestly, and then on the other side we've got our microphone. I added a guitar, just maybe our spouse likes to sing and play guitar with us. So let's move on. We're gonna go and do the Plum room, which let me read you guys the Plum Generation. You've always been good at anything you tried. It's hard to choose a career, so why not try a few? You work as a doctor for much of your life, but as an adult realize that your true dream is to become a professional dancer. You quit your job and join the entertainer career. Basically, you're an indecisive oddball. Our traits, we're gonna be a genius, non-committal dance machine. Our aspiration is Renaissance sim. We're gonna start out for our career in fast food, become a doctor, and then an entertainer. And for the rules for this generation, we have to master the dance skill and 2 other skills of our choosing, so tons for this sim to do. Achieving at least level 8 in 6 skills. This one seems hard. Complete the Renaissance sim aspiration, get divorced, then later remarry the same sim. Must live in 3 different worlds over the course of your life. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? We'll figure that out later, but first let's do their childhood bedroom. So we're gonna go colorful, we're gonna go bright, and this is gonna just be so significantly different than the other ones. I'm going for like a raver aesthetic. I kind of want a dance floor as my flooring. What if I use this in the middle? That actually looks kind of cool. And we need a stereo in here definitely. I think there's gonna be a purple one. We can use this here. I feel like their house is gonna have like neon lights. We're gonna put lava lamps in here. Your Name in Lights Showtime Award. weird. This one gives off confident decor, so I mean, why not? Let's put this up and say that our sim thought it was like a neon light, but it's actually for the medical career, and maybe that'll influence their decision to be a doctor. So this is what our plum bedroom looks like for our childhood bedroom. I ended up adding a violin, a camera in here, different pictures with like different interests on there, maybe some gaming skills because our sim is so indecisive, but I really like how that turned out. Here's what we're gonna do, because this sim has to live in 3 different places in their lifetime. We currently live in Tartosa. What I wanna do, we're gonna move. I don't really know where we're going, but what we can assume is that maybe the sim throughout their life has already moved to a bunch of different places before winding up here, or maybe their journey hasn't started yet. Maybe they're gonna end up moving, living elsewhere later in their life, but for the sake of the challenge, we can go somewhere else. But where? Where would the Plum Generation live? San Bushudo? I don't know if I'm gonna have a lot big enough. Overtake the land grab mansion? Yes. This looks so different here. It looks so weird with like all of the color in the desert, but I'm kind of loving it. Okay, we wind up here in Oasis Springs, and this is our new home for the time being. So I think the Plum Generation is gonna be one that we can really go all out for. So I've got this new wallpaper from the new Decor to the Max kit. Definitely gonna be putting a dance floor. We're in the basement, and I think I'm gonna make this an entire like nightclub lounge. Parents had a movie theater. We're gonna have an entire dance bar downstairs. We're gonna get a DJ. I don't think I want the most expensive one. I kind of like the look of these ones, so we'll bring that in. Posters on the wall. We're gonna do the neon lights like we did in the bedroom. Mosquito light. I think I'm gonna put that right on top of this here. We're gonna put the bottles on the wall here from The Sims 4 Dine Out. We're gonna use these pink chairs again, making them maybe go around like the dance floor. Super weird, colorful, like Journey to Batu plants. Ooh, okay, yeah, I know this is gonna be my favorite one so far. While we're at it, I think Journey to Batu has like a big booth that we can use. Yeah, these, and there's a purple swatch. Okay, perfect. We're gonna be putting this around the back. These are so big. We can fit that right in the corner. I'm gonna need to get some lighting in here. The literal description for this generation is indecisive oddball, so I feel like I should put like mixing and matching things in here. Just kind of go all out with like the styles we're choosing. So this is what our downstairs dance floor area ended up looking like, and I love this. It says that our sim came up with this like aspiration or true dream later in life. So what I want to assume is that maybe beforehand this was like a medical lab, kind of like the ones that we've been doing for the rest of the basements, but they realized that they didn't want that life. They wanted to transform this into a rave area DJ goodness, and that's how they want to live their life. So we're gonna go upstairs. I'm quite happy with this weird area. For the upstairs area, I did read ahead and I saw that this sim again just doesn't hang out with the kid. In the orange generation, it says that they're the black sheep of the family, meaning they don't fit in, they don't get along, I guess. So not gonna be putting a whole lot of emphasis on the kid here. But I kind of think I want to base this around like a nightclub. Like we'll base the entire decor around like a nightclub vibe. This sim is fully embracing who they are. They're not hiding it. I want to assume that as soon as this sim realized what their true dream was, they jumped in with 2 feet, redecorated their entire home in this style, and they just don't care. They're gonna be who they are no matter what. Hence the bright purple cabinet. We're gonna do purple like floor length curtains from My Wedding Stories. Oh my gosh, even these curtains, like I feel like these are giving me lounge, bar, nightclub vibes. So here is what our Plum Generation living room and kitchen ended up looking like. We've got our kitchen in the back, kind of basic back there. Our living room, okay, this is kind of funny because the orange generation is evil. So I'm putting all of these like little weird, creepy, like monster toys for them. The only thing really from their childhood that I'm including, like they're supposed to be a criminal later in life. So I'm putting these like monster toys, Grim Reaper toys. This whole vibe is giving me like Windenburg, back in the day Sims 4 vibes, like nightclub. I also put in the jazz pictures from the Sims 4 base game, probably what is also giving me those vibes. We've got a toy box in the corner, small little dining table there, and of course over here our entry area. So this is what the living room is looking like. I also did the bathroom mimicking a nightclub bathroom. So we've kind of got the dance vibes going on in here throughout the house from that. This is totally, again, giving off like nightclub vibes for me. I think it's the mirrors. And I put like this dine out light in between too, which is not helping. I think we're ready to go upstairs from our Plum Generation living room. I'm able to fit one bedroom here, so that's going to be for our orange sim. And then over here, this is going to be our Plum Generation. So let's do the Plum Generation room first. Part of me wants to bring the childhood bedroom element back in here with like a dance floor as my flooring. Nice purple bed. I love this one from Seasons. I think that's my favorite swatch. Luxury party. I am down to use these in my bedroom. I don't know if I've used these ever like properly in a good scenario, but now's the time, now or never. We'll get some more of these up there, some posters. This end table would match perfectly. I love bringing like the blue in. I still have a decent amount of room I can put over here. I'll put my dresser, and I can probably also get a TV here that we can watch from bed. So this is our bedroom for the Plum Generation. I got some cameras on there on the shelf. I put some video game consoles underneath so we can play some video games in bed. I did add a couple more skill items up here just to make sure we had them covered. So I've got a guitar. I also added an easel in the corner just because it fit in there. It could be an extra hobby for our sim. Some clutter over there on the table, and I really like this one. I really like this bedroom. It's totally giving me like younger sim vibes, but I feel like at heart that's what our Plum Generation is like. We're gonna go over and do our Orange Generation bedroom, which I did all black, but I'm gonna fill up with orange details. Let's go and read the Orange Generation bio. You're the black sheep of your family, but with orange hair, and you were raised in a hectic household. You've always wanted to cause mayhem, but you're just really bad at being evil. You enjoy breaking into your neighbors' houses and eating their food. You really love baking and spend majority of your time eating sweets. Your traits, we've got evil, self-assured, and glutton. Our aspiration is public enemy, and our career is criminal. The rules, we have to master the baking and charisma skill, master the criminal career and the public enemy aspiration, must live in a needs TLC apartment for your entire young adult life, which again, how am I gonna bring that into this townhouse build? You have to have twins, so we're having 2 children, but only those 2. And we insist on being evil, claim to be criminal mastermind, but nobody believes you, not even your own children. Okay, so we're evil, but we're bad at it. So since I did black walls, black flooring, I'm gonna have to bring in a lot of the orange elements into the rest of this room. Let's put orange lighting in here from The Sims 4 Get Famous. And I'm gonna be bringing in more of like the monsters that we were talking about downstairs. All of my toys are going to be like just monster things. See, I definitely feel like even though we have the black walls, this is gonna be enough for the orange. Ooh, that looks nice in here too. We can do couch over there. I can get an orange rug. Big, terrifying, but like not so scary dinosaur toy. We can do the monster like toy box. And let's pull it all together with some graffiti in our kids' room that maybe they painted on the walls and like got in trouble for. So there we go. We've got our Orange Generation bedroom, the childhood bedroom. I really like this one actually. I think it turned out pretty cute. Got our little monsters on there. Those are actually terrifying. Would not trust this sim at all. All right, now that we're all finished with our, we're done the entire left side here. The entire left portion of our Not So Berry Town is complete. We have one more we're gonna do today, which is going to be the Orange Generation townhouse. So here's what we're gonna do in the basement for our Orange Generation. I'm gonna split this in half. We're gonna do one side will be like an evil lair, the side that everyone's gonna see coming down the stairs. And then over here, we're gonna do a hidden baking area with the cupcake machine and everything. We can even hide it using like the hidden bookshelf door. Like no one's gonna know about this secret baking obsession we've got. This sim seems like they want everyone to know that they're evil, so the evil stuff will be on display. In The Sims 4, the public enemy aspiration and the criminal career actually give you a lot of unlockable items. Like you get the stolen ATM, you get the stolen necklace. I mean, it makes sense at the end of the day, you're like stealing all of this stuff, so that's why you're getting all of these items. You get the bag of cash. I also want to put the listening device from The Sims 4 Strangerville, just because I feel like it's kind of fun to use. It gives off evil vibes for sure, so we'll bring that in here. We're gonna put spider webs all over all of this stuff to make it seem like it hasn't been touched in a while. It's here, but it's not the most important part of this basement. The important part is gonna be our cupcake area. I feel like it could be kind of fun if we like made this look like a cafe in a weird way. It does make it seem like this sim is like unable to hide the fact that they're not really a good criminal. So if our evil lair gives off like cafe vibes, I feel like that's kind of perfect for this sim. You also get a baseball bat in the criminal career. That's kind of dark. Not So Berry is not so wholesome, honestly. It's quite dark. The entire thing really really is. When you break it down, like we've been doing at such a fast pace, I feel like this is very sad. So this is what our evil lair, our evil basement lair ended up looking like. We've got all of this clutter, all the spider webs going on. I added a cookie jar, which I thought was kind of fitting with our like sweet tooth that we have. Tons of stolen stuff, all of the weird collectible items from the career in here. And I feel like it does give off a slight cafe vibe with that thing on the wall, our picture here. It's definitely a very funny concept. I quite like it. So let's move on and do our hidden baking room. We're gonna get the cupcake machine, that big old thing. We'll put that right along the back. I feel like I may as well make a whole kitchen, right? We can make a basic one upstairs to kind of like hide the fact that we're baking. Like upstairs will be the most basic thing ever to hide the fact that we even like baking at all. And then down here, you're gonna come down and see this like magical kitchen. Part of this also is that we're not having a whole lot of money. So I want this to be like the nicest part of the house. Any money we do have is going towards our passion in the basement that no one knows about. And we're gonna go to debug in cottage living, I think, and get all of the baking supplies. Get to work also has some stuff like we've got the baking decorations right there, some sprinkles going on. Ooh, the baking cookbooks. Okay, we're gonna have these. Debug Dine Out also has like some mixing bowls we could put up here. Cottage living has all these like pantry items we can use. I added some tiny living cupcake pictures. All of our clutter is on here, which I had so much fun finding all of this stuff. All of it is from debug. We've got the hanging aprons from base game, and I was able to find also some sugar and flour from base game debug, along with more of our baking cookbooks. And this is actually so sweet. It looks so good. A little more on the expensive side than I wanted for this sim, but like I said, we're gonna assume that maybe they're stealing so that they can support their passion. All right, I think it's time to go upstairs. And up here is where we're really gonna be pretending that whole like evil persona. Not a lot of money up here going on. So this is where we're gonna have the full show. No cutesy things like downstairs in the baking room. So let's start off with our kitchen equipment. Since we just did that really fancy baking area, let's go in with like the cheap, used city living stuff. One of the traits that I'm concerned about in this one is that we had to stay in a TLC apartment, or a needs TLC apartment from The Sims 4 City Living, which is a trait that comes with The Sims 4 City Living on apartments. It's not a trait that I'm able to add in a residential lot like this, but what I can do instead is add traits that are similar. So what the needs TLC trait does is it basically like breaks things. It makes it gross in your house. Like you get bugs, you get mice, and there are similar lot traits that we can add and like challenges that we can add to have that effect. Unfortunately, that means that all of our generations are also gonna have to deal with this problem, which is just gonna be another curveball tossed your way in this not so berry challenge, I guess. So what I did, I added the curse lot trait, so everything seems to go wrong here. We've got the gremlins lot trait, which is the same kind of vibe, but then also the needs TLC trait comes with like a handiness skill boost. So I added the homie trait as well so that that kind of happens in this house. Since I want to keep it dark in here, but I don't want it to be like too scary, I'm gonna add in fairy lights, which also just adds to the fact that like we know the sim is not evil. I'm gonna find a cheap couch, cheap TV. I feel like we need a little more orange in here. I've added a dining table, I've got my couch, I did a debug TV over here from Eco Lifestyle, looks like a cheap one. Or it is, it's like 25 simoleons. I did some pantry items over here as well. So I mean, nothing too crazy going on in here, but we need more of the orange. We could totally bring in the same graffiti that we had in our childhood bedroom in here, and I need like an orange painting to go on here. The problem that I'm having here is our orange stuff is like not the greatest as I'm kind of learning right now, but we're gonna make do. It's gonna be fine. We know that we're gonna have twins as well, so I'm gonna add like 2 of each little thing, and one of them is gonna be our pink generation, which we're gonna start off in the next video, but we're gonna make sure we have all of the stuff in here for that sim. We're gonna also include a journal, a pink journal in here because our pink generation ends up being a writer, and I think this is what we're gonna leave our orange main floor looking like. We're gonna go upstairs, we're gonna finish off this orange generation bedroom, and then we're moving on to pink, which is gonna be so small. Look at this tiny layout. I already got a bed. We've got this orange orange cheap bed from Eco Lifestyle. We are totally changing this wallpaper up here. We do need to master the charisma skills, so I'm gonna add some mirrors in my bedroom. I'm gonna hide some more cash like under the bed if I can, or like behind the end table, back here behind the bed, like just peeking out from like in there. I can definitely see why people are not going to think that the sim is evil. Like they do not give off the evil vibes at all. Maybe if it was like a red generation or like even the gray, we could have gotten away with it, but orange is, I don't know, I feel like not very much of an evil color. Maybe that's just me. Ooh, the sugar and spice candy bowl would be perfect for this. We've got the sweets, we've got the evil. I think like a hand comes out of there. That's perfect for this. That is that sim in a nutshell. The last thing that I'm adding onto our orange bedroom is some cupcakes on the end table. I know it's gross, they're not on a plate, but I feel like it's kind of funny that our sim would be like sneaking these into the bedroom. So couple cupcakes over there. We do have a baseball bat in here, which I guess makes sense for the bedroom. I added some movie posters. On this side, we've got our dresser and our clutter that we've added. And I also did the orange bathroom over here, which is just basic bathroom. We've got our shower in here. We've got our orange stuff going on. We are going to move on to our final room that we're going to do for today, which is very small, might I add. Our twin room, which will include the pink generation. We're going to finish the pink generation house in the next episode, but as a description, the pink generation goes like this. You grew up poor and are living paycheck to paycheck, working in the business career just as your parents did. Business. You long to write romance novels but are too afraid to quit your steady job to follow your dreams. You're very practical and you know the chances of making it as a writer are slim. So you stay working at your 9 to 5. As an adult, you finally decide to pursue your dreams. You're a hopeless romantic, but your unflirty nature makes it nearly impossible to find love. Traits: we are neat, unflirty, and creative. Our aspiration is best-selling author. We're in the business career, and for our rules, we have to complete the postcard collection, we have to master writing and wellness, we have to complete the best-selling author aspiration, have a well-maintained garden, and quit day job as an adult to pursue dreams. Midlife crisis much. It literally says that. Okay, so to complete this generation, we need to make sure that we have bunk beds. We're gonna have twins. We know that it's gonna be not a lot of money going on in here, so we're basically just gonna have the bed and like a couple toys. Whatever we had downstairs is basically all they're gonna have. We want to write romance novels, so I'm gonna put the cloud mirror, but I'm also gonna put the sad one because Pink Sim is emotional. They've had a tough go. We can also do like a little bookshelf maybe. I just need to be careful that I'm not taking up too much room. If I push this all the way over to the wall and put this bookshelf here, I'm pretty sure that will still be functional, as your Sims don't actually have to like walk up to the bookshelf to get a book. So even though it's just squished in there, that's gonna be functional for our Sims. I think I'm gonna put another journal in here. Maybe I'll put a few. I can like raise this up and put it on our bookshelf. This one even has like a heart locket, so it would make sense to be belonging to our pink romance novel writer. We can put a little pink bear. I'm gonna assume that the top bunk is belonging to our pink generation. We can use these here from Seasons. They have little pink hearts on them. And I feel like this is gonna be the most that we're gonna be able to do here. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to fit, much more. This is going to be our pink twins room, our pink generation, and our orange generation complete. So that's where we're gonna leave it today. We have 4 more homes to do, which I'm gonna hopefully finish off in the next episode. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this challenge, and let me know any gameplay ideas that you might have for this build. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.